Hey, this is Frank Nieto with Vision Quest Auto, and today we're going to be reviewing the 2024 Toyota Tacoma Trailhunter. That's this truck. This truck is not quite the top of the line Tacoma. That's the TRD Pro, but this is very close to that. What this model is basically the best off-roading version that Toyota offers in the Tacoma. This truck is essentially what I like to call a stock aftermarket package, where essentially what Toyota has done is they've gone out and they've taken most, or what they consider to be the most important and the best aspects of aftermarket off-road products, and they've put them into one package. Talk about what the differences really are with the Trailhunter compared to the base Tacoma, whether it's right for you, and that goes for the Tacoma and the Trailhunter. So if you're looking at the Tacoma, is the Trailhunter the right mix for you? Because it's significantly more expensive, and we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about how this goes in our categories, what song this is, what our ranking is for this week, and how we think this fits in. We're also going to take this for a spin, show you what the impressions are for this when we're driving it, how it handles, what its mileage is, all that kind of good stuff. We'll take it for a tour. We'll show you all around it. So let's get to it. All right, so first off, looking at this truck, just for my money, this is my personal favorite looking vehicle over the past few years. I put this up there for me with the Bronco, with the Corvette, just as far as absolutely stunning vehicle. Now, of course, I am a guy who loves trucks and off-road vehicles, so your opinion may be different on this one. And of course, everybody's opinions on styles are different, but I just think that it's really, really hard to say anything bad about the looks of the Tacoma, or more specifically, the Tacoma Trailhunter. This truck is just, Toyota hit a grand slam when you talk about looks on a vehicle. So I'm going to point out some things that I absolutely love. The first thing here that I really love is the amount of badging. I mean, like right there, fitting in not just Tacoma, but the Trailhunter itself right there on the light. Just a lot of little hidden parts there. The rigid light bars there, great for off-roading. This thing really lights up the road when you're out there. Of course, you've also got your 360 cameras, your off-roading camera system. I love the old school Toyota badging. That's not standard in every single version of Toyotas. It really depends on the trims and stuff. And of course, Trailhunter here has that old school spelled out Toyota rather than the Toyota badge. Not that there's anything wrong with the Toyota badge, but I really do love that spelled out. I love the old school look there. I mean, just the amount of color matching with this, it's gold, and it's got gold wheels, which are gorgeous. This 33 inchers are awesome. These, look at these Territory RT Goodyear Wranglers. These things are awesome. The control arms with Trailhunter written right in there. That is really, really great attention to detail that I love that Toyota did. It's even got the Trailhunter logo, the Trailhunter badge on there, and they're the same color as the body, which is really cool. Just great attention to detail. The Trailhunter logo right there. Your rock slides, really cool stuff. You've got your old man emu shocks, which is again really, really impressive. You got your ARB sports bar, which is a nice option. You can also, attach different lights if you want up there. If you need even more, you got, you got this system to be able to strap in anything that you might need. You got some more light bars there. Just really, really nice job by Toyota, but it also looks really cool. You got your automatic rear tailgate, which is nice to have, especially in a smaller pickup truck. Not always the case. A lot of times, open up these smaller pickups, the tailgate just thunks down on you. So it's nice that it's got that lift. It's got a built-in compressor, which is really cool. There is a system where you can get like a tube to come out, but you know, if you just want to be able to put anything in here, you know, your wheels, anything else, you can attach it right there. It has your LED light system, which is really cool. Just really, really helpful stuff. It's got 2,400 watts of power on a 120 volt. You've got your modified exhaust kit, which also is covered for going off-roading. And of course you've got a lift kit in here. So this is higher than your standard Tacomas. So again, that's really cool. And you've got your standard snorkel system. So really cool that Toyota put all this stuff in on a standard package. This truck is an actual hybrid, which is pretty impressive. It doesn't get the most amazing gas mileage, but it gets 24 miles per gallon combined about, which is, that's what Toyota estimates, and I've been getting about that. Not the most impressive. You can get some full-size SUVs at you know, similar levels, but so you would expect more if you're looking at a smaller pickup truck. But the important thing about this pickup truck is that it is a massive off-road beast. The Trailhunter starts at about $63,000. This particular model is about $65,000. Toyota added features on this particular model that they sent out to me. So this goes for about $65,000. That's a lot of money, especially when you consider that you could get a full-size pickup truck for about the same price. Now, it isn't going to be the same level as this truck, so that's important to consider. But if you are looking for more space, that's a major detriment. This is a 2.4 liter turbocharged hybrid engine. It gets 326 horsepower and I mean, really impressive 465 pound-feet of torque, which of course comes in incredibly handy when you are off-roading. So a lot of power right off the line. Before we sit in the vehicle, I want to just show you again with this Trailhunter badging. Toyota put in a lot of spots right here, right on the door. Got the cool badging over there with the Toyota logo, which is cool. Nice finish here. Nice yellow stitching. It's pretty cool. Like, Toyota did a really nice job at, even though this is an off-roader and it's more utilitarian, they put in some really nice design features. Now, once you get to the John Cena You Can't See Me award, and what you can't see here is rear seat passenger space. Obviously something has to give. This is a small pickup truck, so obviously you can't expect to have the biggest bed. There is a longer bed available. This comes in either 5-foot or 6-foot beds. So you can get a little bit bigger bed. You really, this is, you know, your 4-door version of the Tacoma. You're not gonna get much more backseat space, which is the one thing that would keep me from getting this. Is my kids fit in there nicely now. When they get to be teenagers, that's not gonna be a comfortable fit. Before I turn on the engine, I wanna note, I love this shifter. This is, you know, if you've been watching my videos, you know that I absolutely adore real shifters, especially big chunky ones. Love this. All the dials here. This is for, you know, for your drive modes. You can turn off towing and hauling. You know, you got your crawl control. You've got your tow, you got your different viewing angles. There's a lot of great, you know, options in here. You've obviously got your locking differentials, you know, you can release the stability bar. Really great stuff here, you know, for all your off-roading, as you would expect. You could also tell you if you're in four-wheel drive low, high, or two-wheel drive. Again, all your buttons and stuff are big and chunky, which is nice because if you got gloves on or anything, you need to be able to hit these really nice. So let's turn on the car. All right. All digital tachometer right there. Tachometer, speedometer, all digital. It's nice. You can change these other menus too, so you can see your wheels, you can see the degree that your truck's at when you're off-roading. So it makes a lot of sense. This display, really love this display. This to me is one of, if not the best infotainment displays. Like, it's got a perfect size. It's got a great feel, incredibly functional. Toyota, I've said this before, Toyota used to be known for having some of the worst infotainment features, and now they're among the best. They're really, really doing a great job. Like, it doesn't get in the way. That's the big thing about it. It just does not get in the way. So really, really nice. Of course, it's got heated and cool seats, heated steering wheel, so it's hard to find faults with this. The materials quality is really nice. Big steering wheel, solid. Like, really, really good job for the front seat. Oh, another thing here is the wireless charging pad. Has a nice angle. I have noticed that sometimes it slips off on my phone. And so, you know, for those cases, you've got your USB-C chargers right there. You've also got nice storage for your phone on the side if you're doing that. Oh, this is another really cool feature that not a lot of people will notice, but it's got a handbag holder, which is, hey, that's a nice little benefit for the ladies out there. And the cup holders are good size. You can definitely fit a Stanley mug right in there. This is one of the add-ons that Toyota brought in, and that is this JBL flip. So you push that button and look at this, you got a little Bluetooth speaker to take out on the road, you know, with you. If you're out, you know, you took this, you take your Trailhunter out off-roading, you want to then hike, you got this to bring with you. It's pretty cool. And the nice thing too is it's actually the speaker for the car. It's a really cool feature. It's like 200 some bucks. Definitely recommend this if you're getting this. I mean, might as well. It's cool. This is a great truck. This easily makes, you know, again, I'm not a big person for rankings. You know, I do goofy rankings, but for me, this is a top 5 vehicle I've driven in the last 10 years, and I've driven a ton. I've driven thousands of cars over the last decade. So, next category up for the Tacoma Trailhunter is what song I think this truck is. And so this is a little bit different, mainly because when I think of this name, the first thing that comes in my mind is an 80s action TV show, right? Trailhunter, this week Trailhunter goes out west to the Badlands to find some bad guys, something along those lines. And of course, the hero of our story drives the Trailhunter. So when I think about that, there's a lot of great 80s action shows that really fit into this. You know, first thing I think of when I think about this, and it comes to an action series in the 80s, is Fall Guy, you know, where Lee Majors played a Hollywood stuntman who also solved crimes and stuff like that. And he drove a GMC K2500. This is pretty close to that, you know, as far as, obviously the K2500, it's a bigger vehicle. Didn't have the back row the way this one did, but, you know, somewhat similar if you're looking at it. But I don't really think that that's what I'm thinking of. The first thing I hear in my head when I start thinking about the Trailhunter is the theme of the A-Team, you know. I just think this matches it. And I don't want to get in any trouble, but if you just, you know, YouTube that thing up, I think you'll hear the similarities. And that's a perfect entrance music for this truck. So, hey, A-Team theme song, that's this truck. The first thing you'll notice when you're driving a Tacoma compared to the previous gen's Tacoma is how much nicer the seats are. You know, you're gonna have to duck a little bit getting in and out. There was usually enough, it was kind of tight actually. So they've made a real difference at being able to lower and raise the seat. So it's really nice now. It's super comfortable, super adjustable. So that's great. The other thing you notice when you start driving the Tacoma, at least the Trailhunter, that's a bit of a surprise to me considering how off-road centric this vehicle is how comfortable it rides. It's got the articulation that you want from an off-road vehicle. Like this can really, it's got a fantastic turning radius, highly maneuverable. But the other thing that really stands out is even with the lift kit, even with these, you know, with everything else going on with this truck, that this is really made for off-roading and overlanding, is how much like a family SUV that this drives. And that's so impressive that Toyota could do this. Like that's it. It's not going to be a luxury style SUV ride, but it's a really nice ride. When it comes down to, if you want these looks and the price is fine for you, hey, go ahead and get it.
if your use case is you're doing a lot of off-roading, then absolutely get this. For an off-road pickup truck, this thing's really hard to beat. There is the Ranger Raptor. I've not had a chance to drive that yet, but I've heard nothing but good things. Um, there is, of course, the Colorado ZR2 Bison, which fantastic, fantastic vehicle. The one thing I would say about that is, compared to this, I like this more because I think it's a better ride. I think it's looks a little bit better than the ZR2 Bison. Is really, really sweet. The thing that I don't like about the Bison, though, and just the Colorado in compared to this, is I don't like the transmission. Um, I don't like that transmission as much as I like this transmission. I just felt that it's shifting and everything else wasn't great. That's me. I wasn't a big fan of the transmission in the Colorado compared to the Tacoma here.